you ever made plans. Maybe dinner with friends, or some social event you felt you had to say yes to. And then, they get cancelled. And instead of disappointment, you feel this deep, quiet relief. But then another thought creeps in. Wait, why am I so happy about this? Is something wrong with me? Most of us were taught that enjoying time alone is a problem. Instead, if you'd rather stay home, you must be antisocial, shy, or broken. But what if that feeling of relief is your brain telling you something important about how you rewired? What if solitude isn't a weakness, but actually how your mind works best? To understand why, we need to look at a personality trait most people have never heard of. 3. In the 1990s, psychologist Elaine Aron started studying something she called the highly sensitive person, or HSP. Now, this doesn't mean overly emotional. It describes people whose nervous systems process information more deeply. About 15 to 20% of us are like this. Your brain takes in the same information as everyone else but analyzes more of it, more details, more emotional signals, more background noise. It's like your brain is running 50 browser tabs while someone else's is running 5. Both work, but one will need to recharge much sooner. That's why social situations can be so draining for some of us, not because we dislike people, but because our brains are working overtime. The problem is, our world wasn't really built for this way of thinking. Modern culture praises the loudest, most outgoing person. We're told being highly social is healthy, and anything less means you're not okay. So people who prefer a quiet weekend are seen as lonely, but many people simply function better with more mental space. They spend years pretending to be more extroverted, going to events they don't want to attend and staying in conversations long after their energy is gone. All because they think that's what's normal. This creates a hidden kind of exhaustion that sleep can't fix. You feel drained, and you might blame it on work or being busy. But often, it's because you've been performing a version of yourself that isn't real. All those small moments of social obligation add up, creating a constant fatigue. But the answer isn't more productivity hacks. It's understanding that intentional solitude is necessary. Blows. Recent research shows a big difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is unwanted isolation, which is harmful. Solitude is chosen time alone, and studies show it leads to more emotional clarity, better decision-making, and even an improved mood. Think of it like a mental reset. For men, your brain is overloaded with conversations, notifications, and social expectations. Your own inner voice gets buried. Solitude gives that voice room to surface. That's why your best ideas often come when you're alone. Of course, there's a balance. Healthy solitude is like recovery. You step away, recharge, and feel ready to reconnect. But avoidant solitude is different. It feels like withdrawing and shrinking your world. The key is to use quiet time when you need it, and then return to the world more present than before. People who do this well often develop a rare skill: independent thinking. They get used to hearing their own thoughts before the crowd rushes in. They form their own opinions and question their own beliefs. In a world of instant influence, that kind of deep reflection is powerful. So, the next time your plans get cancelled and you feel that wave of relief, don't judge yourself. That feeling might not mean you're antisocial or lazy. It might just be your nervous system asking for space. Space to process, to think, and to breathe. The quiet you once thought was a weakness might actually be the place where your clearest thoughts have been waiting all along. Thanks for watching.